Hello, this is the overview for the RMS software. When you have incoming documents from any retailer, you'll get an email from RMS listing the different documents. Once you receive that, come into RMS. This is the main menu. Go into EDI Send Receive, and you will click on the Receive button. It will create, I have it set up to create all the PDFs for each one of the incoming purchase orders. This is the duplicate PO screen. This is stating, okay, these POs are already in RMS. How do you want to handle? Okay, it's set to replace, and all of the action codes are currently. I'm going to click continue. It's creating the different PDF files that automatically go into the account_RMS report directory, and now it's exporting the files to bring into the ERP software. The reports come into my account_RMS reports subdirectory. So you'll note these are the different POs. Okay, it's got the PO name, and after it is the date and the timestamp. Okay, so you'll get these today, the next day, whenever you do a receive. Okay, this only stays in here for 30 days, so you do have to move them, and then they'll delete, but this is a fantastic option. Okay, so I'm going to exit out of the receiving screen. We're back at the main menu. Now I'm going to go in and do an ASN and invoice. So from the main menu, go into sales orders, enter EDI data, and I'm going to do a search for the test PO that I have set up here. This is a list of all the different orders that I have. We got orders and invoices. If you only want to see one, just open orders. You can click orders, or you can filter based on customer number. I am going to double click it. It's bringing me over to the order tab. This is like the header part of an invoice. Okay, I'm just going to fill in information in here, and this is just one way of filling the information in. I'll show you another way here in just a moment. Okay, and if you'll note, whatever field I'm in at the very bottom in red, it kind of gives you a helpful hint of what's required in those fields, as well as when you do the testing or in the notes up here, the information, it tells you what the retailer requires. Okay. And if you'll note, the different dots to the right brings up a lookup table. Just entering through the fields. For invoice number, I've got it set so it'll use the reference number as the invoice number, but you can use your ERP or accounting software invoice number. Okay. All right, so basically I'm done with the header part of the invoice. I'll come back for those two in a moment. Going over to the items tab, which is like the body of your invoice. Okay, so they ordered 12 pieces. I'm going to say that this is a complete ship. And it populated everything equal to the quantity ordered, so it's saying I'm shipping 12. Now if you're only going to be shipping, like let's say 2 of this item, you can just type in over it, and or when you first come in here, just type in the quantities of what you're actually shipping. So now it's showing that I'm only shipping 10. Last, I'm going to go ahead and fill in the ASN information, so I'm going to go to the box items. If you click on this drop down, it gives you multiple items all in one, puts everything into one box. Case pack is based on each item, has its own case pack. By quantity, you can say I want 2 of this piece, 3 of this piece in one box, and you click execute and then do your next box. I'm going to keep it as case pack, and click and execute, and it creates all of the boxes based on case pack. Right now it just stated that it has no other items to box, so that's good. Closing out of there. So they ordered 12, we're shipping 10, and we just boxed 10. I'm going to go to my UCC boxes and items tab, so it created my 4 different boxes based on case pack. Okay, here's where you can click on the printer and it'll print your UCC 128 labels. It goes to your default Windows printer, or you can set it up so that it'll always go to one printer every time that you click on the printer for the UCC 128s. Here I've got it set to go to a PDF so that we can view it. And we also give 2 different options, either printing to a thermal printer, which is a 4x6 label, or printing to a laser printer, which there are 4 labels to one 8.5 by 11 sheet. All right, so I'm just going to name this file name, and these are the labels. It gives you the 4 different label formats. So you can either email this to your warehouse, or you can print it from here, and so forth. Okay, I'm going to close out of here, close out of here. Now let's say you've got hundreds of this same type of order. You can copy a lot of that information over, so I'm going to exit out of here, and we're going to go into the group programs. We're going to do group invoicing. Okay, it says consider making a copy of the data, which I strongly recommend. So I'm going to click on the little backup, and it created a backup for me. All right, so we are on the master invoice tab. I'm going to do a search for the one that I just did. Okay, so I have that highlighted as my master invoice. Down here at the bottom, I'm going to select which fields I want it to copy. Copy terms. I want to calculate the weight. Now, if I have the item set up in RMS with a weight, it can calculate the weight for you. Same way with the total carton. So I'm doing it by case pack. I will be boxing it. So it will take and calculate the total number of cartons, since not all of them would have the same total cartons. So I'm going to move to the next tab, which is here is where you select which orders you want to copy that information to. I'm just going to do a, by using the % sign, that's my wild card, so it'll tell me all of the different ones that begin with that. Okay, I've just got one other one. You can go ahead and select a bunch by first clicking on the first one and then doing a shift down arrow, or you could do a control click, and then you would select all of those. I'm just going to be selecting the one, but you can do hundreds at a time actually, either within this screen, or it's easier really, you can do other selection options and say, okay, choose all of the ones for customer number 128, which is Bed Bath & Beyond, that has the master PO date of such and such, or all that have an invoice date or a ship date of whatever. You fill it in, click continue, and it'll find all of those orders. Next, I'm going to go to master items. I'm going to say that this is a complete shipment. If it's not, you can choose different percentages of what these items you're shipping, 90%, 95, 50, whatever. Or you can use quantity and fill in exactly the quantity of the items that you're shipping. Here it's set for no boxing, but in my case I want it to box. I want it to box by case pack. I'm going to go to the next tab. It's the process. I'm going to post and create all data in the process list. So I'm going to click on that, and yes. And so now it just did the boxing, created all of that information for the one order, this order that I chose to copy that information to and to do the boxing. I can also click on the print UCC labels, and it'll give me the labels for the master as well as all of the orders that I just copied that information to. All right, so I'm going to exit out of here. I'm going to go and I'm actually going to send. So we're going to go into the EDI send receive. And under the sending main options, you've got this filters. I'm going to say, okay, I only want to send for BBB that has a ship date of today. Okay, I'm going to close. And then you click on the send ASN/invoice. It comes up with a print preview of what you're getting ready to send. And you verify that information's correct, and you click continue. You can send to retailer prime time, which means that it gets to them within an hour. Otherwise, it goes in an afternoon batch. That is the conclusion of the overview for our RMS. Thank you.